Well, there's something you don't see every day. That is Iran and Saudi Arabian leaders shaking hands. China is said to have ushered in a new peaceful resolution in the region. They say China is a trusted partner for both Iran and Saudi Arabia and is uniquely positioned to bring them together. That is definitely the best news for the region in decades. A region ruined by war, bombing, and illegal U.S. occupation. And it's hard to argue against peace, right? But this is definitely something not a good sign for the United States. It is a sign, exactly what I've been saying, the failed anti-China policy, what I call it. Trump started it, and Biden continued it. It's something I've even lobbied Biden directly to encourage him to normalize the China relationship, especially once we went to a proxy war with Russia. I told everybody, let's make sure China's on our side. Hell, even give them a little tariff reduction to make them feel like they won something. Now, one thing coming to my mind as I'm watching all this now, after this week's hearing, it's hard to ignore what we found out possibly with Trump having his little lab over there in China. It's like a puzzle piece that fits so many other pieces perfectly, because if you think about it, under Biden and Obama, the Chinese relationship with the United States was at its highest. We had thousands of students coming here. They wanted to wear American jeans and wear coach purses and be cool and learn the American trend. Trade between the countries was soaring. And during that time, you saw China seemed like they were trying to make progress towards improving their own country too, and moving towards something more, I want to say like a democracy, maybe more like a socialism rather than communism, and maybe some elements of democracy in there. So it seems weird for Biden to be so opposite as he was with Obama. But if what was said during this hearing is true, that the DoD was funding some sort of bioweapons research in China on their soil, then no wonder they're sending spy balloons and that we can't normalize the relationship. Anyways, enough of what I think. Let's hear what China thinks. One party after another, including the UN Secretary General, has expressed its welcome to the trilateral joint statement. Peace is the most precious property of humankind in international relations, and China has kept that property well. And this is one of the things that I've talked about. I call it the China Challenge. I challenge anybody to find me an example where you could actually click on the article, and it's a reputable article that says, oh, China bombed this region and killed this many people, or Chinese police attacked this many citizens and killed them, and no one could find a single example. They even sent me like "you for genocide." They're using the word genocide. And I actually click those articles, I read them, and they don't mention a single person dying. So the China Challenge, the TikTok Challenge is still open. Find me an example, because you know what? I actually agree that with them on this. During my lifetime, I've never seen China bomb anyone, shoot anyone. They are a peaceful country. We should treat them like a peaceful country, not like they're some sort of lunatics trying to bomb everyone like North Korea or something. Totally different. And even the structure of their government is much more decentralized than what we claim in the American news. China doesn't mean to compete, but it's leaving the U.S. behind in the race towards peace. While China makes peace, the U.S. makes war, and that's exactly what I was saying, wasn't it? And I have sent a query to China Daily. I doubt they'll get back to me, but maybe they will. Asking them whether they can confirm or deny that Trump had some sort of lab presence under his administration. Will be a pretty shocking big story for me if I do hear back, right? So there you have it. Tell me, what do you think about this? Should we be happy or for peace, or should we be worried about America's position in the world and China's going it alone?